In a world where even the ground could betray you, a mother searched for the smallest sign of hope.
Not all giants are monsters. Some are protectors. And fate was calling him.
In a world where even the ground could betray you, a mother searched for the smallest sign of hope.
But sometimes, mercy arrived in the form of a beast. In a land ruled by beasts, even one breath of fear could be your last. And when the innocent cried, the mountains answered. A single heartbeat decided destiny. In a world without weapons, strength was the only shield humanity had.
And sometimes, the safest place was in the hands of a giant.
A mother's courage can tear through even the darkest forests.
But the jungle was never satisfied. Another danger was already waiting. Survival meant facing storms again and again, even before you caught your breath.
A mother's ears never fail when her child cries, even across the ancient world.
And so, the beast became the guardian.
Sometimes destiny chooses a protector, even one born of wild fury.
And so, the beast became the guardian. And sometimes, the world shows us kindness in the most unexpected forms.
In a time when survival was a miracle, gratitude became the first language of humanity.
In that one look, a bond deeper than fear was born. Even guardians must return to the shadows they came from.
To lose a child is terror. To hold them again is rebirth. In a world without walls, unity was the only protection.
And so the tale of the wild giant spread like fire through the tribe.
Some bonds don't fade, even when distance grows. Leaders of old made decisions not with strength alone, but with wisdom carved by suffering.
Because in the dawn of humanity, kindness was the greatest offering.
Some journeys begin from fear, others from gratitude. Every step into the ancient forest was a step into danger.
Sometimes the bravest voice is the one that speaks with hope.
And hope answered. In the ancient world, light and fear walked together.
Trust is not taught, it is felt.
The wild giant showed a softness no one expected.
Even beasts understand respect when it is given with sincerity. And for a moment, man and beast stood as allies.
Peace was rare, but precious.
And the greatest warriors always honor those who protect the innocent.
Gratitude becomes courage when the heart beats without fear.
The people realized not all giants are monsters.
A fearless heart is born from innocence.
Strength means nothing without gentleness.
A mother sees truth long before the world accepts it.
When fear fades, wisdom rises. But in the ancient world, peace never lasted long.
And when danger returned, the Guardian returned with it. And when danger returned, the Guardian returned with it.
Predators of old feared nothing except giants. Predators of old feared nothing except giants.
When terror leaps, courage must rise faster. It met fury with power.
Human life was fragile and always at risk. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to stay.
Justice in the ancient world was carved by strength.
And sometimes, even the fiercest chose to flee. In that moment, they knew who their true protector was.
Respect grows strongest after danger has passed.
Gratitude creates bonds deeper than fear.
When giants bow, hearts rise. The people realized they were no longer alone. When giants bow, hearts rise.
In the old world, fire was both protection and hope.
And tonight, even a giant needed warmth. Sharing is the language older than any word. Even the strongest understand kindness.
She thanked the Guardian, who asked for nothing.
In unity, fear loses its teeth.
Songs of old were born from gratitude. And even a giant found comfort in their rhythm.
Trust, once earned, becomes unbreakable.
And innocence rises to the shoulders of giants.
In her eyes, this was the world she prayed for.
But leaders never rest. when shadows wait.
Silence was rare in a world ruled by predators. Some conversations need no words.
A promise was made. The tribe would stand with him. In an age where the earth roared louder than hearts, hope stood on fragile feet.
Sometimes, what we fear the most becomes the reason we survive.
A grateful heart holds more strength than any weapon of stone.
The wild never stops testing the brave. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the roar that rises above it.
The journey home becomes sacred when shared with giants of heart.
Even danger bows to the one who protects without hesitation.
The journey home becomes sacred when shared with giants of heart.
In every age, gratitude creates history worth remembering.
Unity grows where trust is planted.
Respect is the first language humanity ever spoke.
A mother's tears speak 1,000 truths.
In darkness, light becomes a promise. Rituals remind us that survival is also a story. Every step of joy is earned through struggle.
A rescued child becomes the future of a tribe.
Protection needs no words, only presence.
The wild world teaches humans to be wiser than their fears. I promise to protect this bond forever. From 200,000 years ago to today,